Now, petroleum industry watchers and support service providers are calling on the president and the new government to institute measures to address Ghana's declining petroleum sector. Reacting to the president swearing in, a survivor of the 8th May 2014 petroleum industry helicopter crash, in an interview in Takoradi, reminded the president to revisit the outstanding compensation package for survivors and set a new paradigm for safety standards within the oil and gas industry. ChannelOne News' Western Regional Correspondent Akwasi Ejeanim has more from Takoradi.
I've come to the Takoradi Market Circle to actually hear from people on their expectations when it comes to the new administration. But my focus will be to talking to oil and gas industry watchers on their expectations, since the region happens to be the hub of Ghana's extractive sector.
I expect the government to attract more investment into the petroleum sector, because currently oil production has declined and we need more investment to be able to boost our oil production. In the dispensation of energy transition, I want more stakeholder consultation as input into the national energy transition framework, which will develop more alternative sources of energy for Ghana, and also bring on board more ideas as to how we transition in a just and also gender responsive manner.
The Natural Resource Governance Officer of Friends of the Nation also touched on how the government can ensure the effective utilization of petroleum revenues.
I want a departure from where we spend the petroleum revenue on so many areas, but this time we need to be very specific with very clear indicators of outcome, where at the end of the 3 years for determining the petroleum revenue expenditure, we can be able to account in a very fair and transparent manner.
As many across the country express expectations of the new president and his new government, one category of people who are also expectant of some good happenings to their life is the survivors of the 8th May 2014 helicopter crash at the offshore of Ghana's petroleum industry, who are also calling for some kind of intervention in their life with the coming in of this new president and the government.
As for me, it is a very great news for us, and we are also hoping for him, because we were victim of the helicopter crash which happened on his tenure of office during the year 8th of May 2014. But ever since the incident happened, we haven't heard anything, any compensation from the government. We have petitioned the Petroleum Commission as well for us to know the outcome of it. But ever since we petitioned them, we haven't received any response.
For players who provide the critical support services that the oil and gas industry needs, such as these fabrications we are seeing here, being led by Mr. Amankwa, their expectation is that the government promise to ensure a booming business environment will come to pass, so that they can also offer their support services that is so much needed by the petroleum and oil and gas industry. For ChannelOne TV News, I'm Akwasi Ejeanim, Takoradi.